Hello guys, and welcome to a very unique episode of the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. Now, I always tend to do these things in my life every now and again. Have a few drinks and think, I'm going to do this amazing thing. I've had a few drinks. It's going to sound amazing. We've all done that in our lives. And this is a podcast that is very real. I kind of both hate and love it at the same time because I'm very socially awkward normally. I need to really sort of rev up my gears before I go and speak to people, unless I've had a drink, obviously, as you're about to hear. Because what happens when I've had a drink as well is my voice goes a little bit higher. I get a bit more proud and, you know. So, yeah, I spoke to quite a few people that were taking part in Abbey Fest. Some great people that helped organise it as well. You'll hear Helen from Lingen Davies and Darren from GinDifferent. I think I mentioned Darren from GinDifferent about 8 times. And Isla as well at the end there. And, you know, I'd had a few drinks. So I went to my work do with my colleagues at the Armoury. The food was amazing. I had a great time. Had about 5 beers. And then turned up at Abbey Fest with my colleague, 5 beers in, ready to cover this amazing beer festival. And I had a great time. And the people there were lovely. There's some really nice interactions here. Some cringy stuff as well. I mean, if you're not into hearing, I'm not massively Larry. There's no bad language. I'm not shouting and screaming, but I like to keep my things a certain sort of tone with the biscuit. I'm a bit more loose on this. So if you want to give this one a miss, I totally understand. But if you're really looking forward to sort of hearing a different version of me, then crack on, enjoy this episode. I really enjoyed putting this together, and I hope you enjoy it too. Thank you so much to Lingen Davies for inviting me to this event, and to Abbey, the Abbey, and Isla for accommodating me too. And you know, I think these events are very important. I mentioned this a few times through this episode, again and again and again. But I think these community projects are fantastic. Hope you enjoy this episode. I'll catch you at the end when I sort of explain my actions. So take it away, and yeah, enjoy this. Hey guys, how's it going? So welcome to a very special edition of the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. I'm coming to you from Shrewsbury Abbey at the moment at Abbey Fest. How are you? You alright?
Very good, mate. You?
Yeah. Listen, Darren from GinDifferent, how are you?
I'm running about.
You're running? He's doing his thing.
I'm doing my swan impression.
This is
I'm looking very graceful, but everything else is flapping away underneath the surface.
This is the amazing thing about you though, because when you're in chill mode, but when you're a businessman, I've got to make things work. You are a hero. I saw you at the Nosferatu thing. Yeah. You are very busy and very good at what you do.
Thanks, man. I do like to keep things moving, and helping out charities is an amazing thing.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So I was chatting to Darren from GinDifferent. He had to shoot off because he's Darren from GinDifferent. He's a bit of a busy guy. Now I've got to explain what's happened here tonight. Is before we came here, I was on my work do, and one of my colleagues, Kevin, was on the work do with me, and he's lived in Shrewsbury all his life, lived just up the road from the Abbey here, and he was telling me earlier that he went to sort of part of the school here. Well, tell me about it. What was it like? You were part of the school here? What was all that?
I was part of Holy Cross School, which was attached to the Abbey. It was a Church of England school. So we would come down every term for a service in the Abbey. Yeah. So I remember it from those days. I'm talking now about the late 50s, early 60s.
It's going back a bit.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's nice to come back here and see the place. I haven't been in here for quite a while. It's not 50 years ago, but it's just an amazing building, isn't it? I actually, in 1981, I did a sponsored walk for the Abbey. I think it was for its 1000th anniversary.
Wow.
And I went with a friend who was a member of the church here, and we did a 100-mile walk along the canals of Shropshire.
Wow.
And we went as far as Welshpool eventually, we got to. Yeah, so we raised some money for the 1000th anniversary. Yeah. So it has some nice memories for me.
I live on nostalgia. Nostalgia is like a drug to me, right? So like, come to old places where you were when you were younger, like this, it must do something really nice to you, something quite special, right?
Definitely, yes.
And now we're sat here at Abbey Fest, which is a beer and gin festival to raise money for Lingen Davies. And we're sitting there having a beer here. What does that do to you?
It's interesting. I actually like to have the odd beer, so yeah, it's nice to come to a beer festival here. I have to say, when Alex told me about it, I was a little bit gobsmacked. But yeah, it's good.
To give you a bit of a sort of an overcast of what we're talking about, we went to the Armoury just for our work, do some food, some drinks with our colleagues, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to the Abbey later for a beer festival. And Kevin was like, a beer festival, you say? A beer festival? You're quite gobsmacked.
I couldn't believe there was a beer festival at the Abbey, but I'm here now.
And there are a huge array. I know this is all going to be past tense. This is going to go out after the event, but I think it's really important to talk about modern day ideas that are coming into. I mean, it's not even modern, isn't it? You know, alcohol has had this relationship with the church for hundreds of years. It's one of those things that you can't even ignore anymore. So to kind of incorporate that with a community event that helps raise money to do good, it can't do anything but good, right?
I agree. I mean, it's really nice. It's really nice for me to come into the Abbey now, and whilst when I came in my childhood, I would be singing hymns and praying, I'm now having a couple of halves of beer, and it's nice.
It is nice. I mean, what we're going to do today is, while the place is filling up, I know there's going to be a few notable characters about here today. We'll get a few interviews. I want to get about 4 or 5 just to sort of get a feel for the vibe of the evening. But while we're doing that, we're going to have a butty bach. Well, I think you're drinking now, isn't you?
A butty bach I'm having at the moment, yeah.
I'm having the Wye Valley Hop Father, sponsored by Lingen Davies, because what they've done is all of the barrels here today are sponsored by different companies, and the money's all going to Lingen Davies, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. I remember when the Lingen Davies started.
Yeah?
I remember it, I was here. Yeah? I can't remember exactly when, but it was probably maybe the early 80s, but I'm not sure.
Kevin, can I tell you that you are the exact person I've been looking for with the biscuit?
Right.
Talking about the Shrewsbury of yesteryear. Because that's the most important thing, right? Because we talk about, obviously we're always talking about where we're going, but it's really important to talk about where we've been and where we've come from.
Yeah.
You know, and I think speaking about sort of like how things were in Shrewsbury, we had this idea of memoirs of a Salopian. I'm working on a project at the moment that's all about history and the traditions of Shrewsbury, but talking about where people went for a beer, or where people used to go to school, or where they used to go to work, I think that's really important. It's good to bring that back up again.
The other thing I remember about the Abbey
is
that in the 60s particularly, I used to have to get on a boat or walk on the barge boards past the Abbey to get to school. Because
the floods.
The river would flood every year, yeah. So I would always be coming back here, coming past here. So.
And the scenery outside has all changed, doesn't it? Obviously the train lines have all shrunken.
Yeah, that's right. Right. It's a bit different to when I used to ride my bike to school. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have a wander around with this old microphone of mine. And we're going to see who we can find. I think Nick Jones is knocking around here from Frogmorton. been on the Biscuit before, you know the guy, and we're going to try and get an interview with him because he's a fantastic fellow. Let's see who we can find. I want to find Isla as well, who's put this all together, because I think she deserves a good pat on the back, because again, it's new age ideas that's bringing into ideas that are helping the community. And I've got to say as well, apologies if my what's the word? My diction isn't perfect this evening. I've had a few beers. My boss was like, have another beer, Alex. Have another beer, Alex. Have another beer, Alex. And Kevin's here, right? He can be proof of that. And so I've had about 5 beers.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's about right for my work do. And then we've gone to a beer festival. So by the end of this podcast, the words might get a bit slurred, but we'll get more of a chat with Darren, Isla, and we'll find some more figures to chat to. Thank you, Kevin, for chatting to me.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
I would love to get you back in the Biscuit some other time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. All right, so I'm Alex. I'm from the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. Want to introduce yourself?
I'm Sophie.
Yeah, and who are you here on behalf of today? Are you
Lingen Davies.
Yeah, for Lingen Davies?
Yes.
We raised a bit of money for Lingen Davies with Pod Aid.
Yes.
It was an amazing cause. Lots of people do resort to sort of Lingen Davies and the amazing things they do. So what brings you here today? Why do you want to sort of help Lingen Davies out today?
I had an uncle who was actually helped by Lingen Davies.
Yes.
And I started with college, and then I just continued as I left college.
Amazing. So what are you here today? You're behind the bar today?
Yes, finally just become of the age to be allowed. The youngest here.
Making a mess as well. I've got to say, right, when I ordered a beer just, that one of the kegs kind of exploded a little bit, caused a bit of a mess.
Maybe a bit, yeah.
Is that the first time you've had a bit of a?
It's the second time that it's happened, not the first time for me.
Oh right, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Not too bad. Wasn't the worst one that's happened yet.
So you just come of age, you can now do this. What is this like as an experience for some of you like doing this as a first time? People coming in ordering drinks and, you know, what are you looking forward to?
I think it's just a good experience, especially because of my age. Like, I'm not in a job yet, so it gives you experience, gives me time. I'm not in education at the moment. I'm waiting till next September.
Yeah.
So it just gives you something to do.
And to be in a place like an Abbey like this, drinking beer with all these guys and girls and stuff, what a weird place to be drinking, right?
I know, it seems the complete opposite of where you'd be drinking.
Yeah. I mean, I've been chatting to a guy from yesterday. Is he within earshot of me? A guy from yesteryear talking about how he came to school and he used to come here. Now he's having a beer here. He felt like it was something naughty. He was doing something naughty, you know? But it's all for a good cause, isn't it?
It'll be in good cause in the end. All goes to Lingen Davies.
Well, thank you for chatting to me. I'm going to have a wander around now, speak to as many people as possible. Keep up the good work, and let's see if we can empty these kegs tonight, right?
We shall try.
Well, thank you for chatting to me. Thank you. I bumped into Helen from Lingen Davies. All right, darling?
Oh, I'm good, Alex. How are you?
I'm all right, yeah. I thought I'd come in for a few beers.
Nice.
It's really cruel, right, because this happened on the same day as my work do.
Oh.
And my boss was like, have another. Have another.
Oh, I love it. So have you had a few beers?
I've had a few beers before I came here.
I love it. So you're well mellowed.
I am, and I brought a colleague as well who sat at the front, and I was like, I'm going to do my biscuit thing for a few minutes. You just wait here, I'll get you a beer afterwards.
I love it. What do you think?
I think it's great. I really do, because we were talking about Kevin, who I brought with me, my colleague.
Yeah. You smell lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah, what you got on?
I don't know. I just grabbed the bottle from the
nice.
the boudoir.
Yeah. It's not Lynx, is it?
No, it's definitely not Lynx.
No, it's not Africa or.
We don't do that stuff. Come on. It's not 1997 anymore.
Bit of Old Spice.
a bit of something special just for you. That's what it is. But Kevin is from. I was looking around me because I didn't want him to slap me in the back of the head. But he's from yesteryear, right?
Oh right.
And he was talking about how coming to an abbey, a place where we would come to when he was at school, and having a beer.
I know, it is all a bit weird, isn't it? I tell you what, all day we've been saying a few naughty words and then going, oh, shouldn't really say that while we're in here. So it is strange, but don't you think it works?
It does work.
And you know, the culture of the church just needs to change a bit. It needs to get up to date.
I mean, you look at Robin Hood and Friar Tuck, and you know the kind of the relationship that the church has had with alcohol over the years.
Yes.
It's not a secret, guys.
No,
I mean, come on.
I know. I found a corkscrew in the back.
Did you?
It was nothing to do with me. I was like, they have had wine in here before.
Yeah.
It happens on a Sunday. I know it.
So, I mean, you guys have been doing extraordinarily well. I mean, Lingen Davies have been absolutely knocking it out the park.
Yes.
Everybody is just like, when it comes to charity events, a lot of people I speak to is Lingen Davies.
Yeah,
even myself.
It's very exciting.
With Pod Aid, Lingen Davies.
Yes.
I'm very proud of you guys.
Thank
honestly.
you, Alex. We are doing really well. It's been a very busy week. We had our awards and AGM night on Monday at Pressfield School, which
congratulations to everybody.
Absolutely. So that was fantastic. And then obviously we've been preparing yesterday for this and today all day. We've got about 60 volunteers coming over the next 2 days. People that are giving up their time. Which is hugely appreciated, and we're super excited. And then we're finishing the year on the 11th of December, really, with our carol concert, which is also in here.
Nice.
We are smashing out the park. We've got a full events programme, which is a new on the side there. Pick that up before you leave.
I will.
For 2022. Exciting times. Yeah, we're a great team. We're a new team. And we're super excited. We're having our Christmas party very soon.
Yeah?
Yes. Which... Yes. A few sherbets. And I might smell nice on that night. I might get my best perfume out.
Yeah? Not Lynx? Not
it's not...
Impulse?
It's an A.
Oh.
My mum used to wear that. That's the only one I could think of. No, it's not.
I think it's fantastic, and these new modern ideas of bringing people into huge community projects or things like the Abbey.
Yes.
I think they're really, really important. I mean, it's nice to be able to be like, okay, look. I know there's a religious aspect to this sort of thing,
but as long as we respect that.
Yes, and you are.
Yeah, we are respecting that. And I think people that are coming here are respecting it. So I don't think there's a problem. But how many people are in the Abbey here tonight that have never been in the Abbey?
Yeah.
How many people are we opening the church up to? A new community of people, of young people as well. It's so important. So for me, yes, okay, there's alcohol here. But, I think it's sensible. People are having a good time.
I remember I was... we went to, when I was with my... Before Timmy times.
Before what time?
Before Timmy times.
Okay.
Before Timmy was about...
Yeah.
We went to Venice, right?
Right, yeah.
And me and my wife. And we went for a wander around the night and we thought, let's see what the nightlife is like in Venice.
Yeah, nice.
And there was a bunch of kids sat around drinking glasses of wine and enjoying the night.
Yeah.
Respectfully. And I was wow, you wouldn't get this in Wrexham or Telford or Chester on Saturday night.
Might not get that in Wrexham now.
No. Do you know what I mean? So, you can enjoy alcohol respectfully.
Of course you can.
And, Kevin is a prime example of someone that I've just been chilling with. It's like,
I need to know who Kevin is.
He's at the front now. I'll introduce you in a sec.
Okay.
But we sat there at the front and we were like, I'm drinking Butty back. In the Abbey that I used to come to when I was a kid.
I know. And he probably wants to say a little prayer of thank you, to be honest. But no, it is super exciting. We've got some artists about to come on.
Yes.
Some live music, We've got the lists that are due to play, I think, about 6:30. Oh, spot on. And we've got get on. Where are you?
Echoes in it.
yeah, it does. Yeah. We've got live music coming on, which again is very good for the church.
Yes.
It's lovely. We're all really, really happy.
We came to watch Nosferatu here a few weeks ago.
Right.
The big screen and the organ going.
Oh yes, was it amazing? I heard it was fantastic.
Oh my God, it was so amazing.
Yeah.
It was cold.
Yeah.
What is fantastic? The acoustics. There we go.
Yeah, amazing.
Here.
Yeah, the acoustics in here are phenomenal.
Yeah.
But churches are made for that, aren't they?
Yeah.
So let's embrace it, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I think you guys are amazing. I
Alex,
love you guys.
we know. We love you. We love you. We love all that you do and all that you do for us.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Come January, Pod Aid plans will start again.
Oh, that means we're going to have to go out for lunch. It means we're going to have to talk about it a lot. It's exciting times,
Pod
Alex.
Aid will be back on a bigger, badder scale.
Yes.
So you'll hear off me very soon.
Lovely. But you enjoy your night, Alex, tonight. You deserve it.
Thank you.
And go and have a few
beers.
beers.
Tokens in a bit.
Yes. You need to speak to Tara. I love it. Nick Jones has just arrived.
Hello. All right.
Yeah.
Nick Jones,
How are you?
Hello, very good, thank you. You okay?
Speak to this one.
Oh, I've joined to both. Hey, how are you?
He's just come in. Let him get a beer first before I shove a
he's just
microphone
finished
in
work.
his face.
He's brought his wife.
Yeah.
They're so
Your
nice.
haircut. You look very Swiss
I did
tonight.
this morning.
Your spirit looks very good. Thank you.
Bloody hell, how have you noticed that? That's a bit worrying, Alex.
I've got-
Do you think it smells nice?
It must have been a mess last time you saw me, that's what
No,
it is.
smell him.
Smells good.
I think it's. Do you think it's lynx?
It's not
Africa.
lynx. It's not lynx.
Brute.
It's not
I
brute
said Old
either.
Spice.
Spice now. Spice has come back, isn't it?
Yes.
This is the game of the day. Guess what Alex is wearing? Look.
It smells like. That's a totally different game, isn't it?
I'll join you for a drink later, okay?
Yeah.
And then I'll put a
Nice to see you,
microphone in
Nick.
your
I'll come and
face.
see you in a bit.
Yeah, no, it's good
Yeah,
to see you.
yeah.
Good to see
Take
you.
care.
See you.
Right, let's go meet Kevin.
That's true.
Isn't he a carrot? Isn't he a carrot? From Lidl?
He's not a carrot, right? Let's carefully try.
Have I
and
got
walk
to keep
down
this
here.
microphone as I'm walking down the
Let's
thing?
do this. Let's see if we can walk
This is embarrassing.
So this is what we're doing right now. We're walking down the middle aisle of the Abbey, trying not to hit people.
Yeah,
Hello,
that's
how are
cool.
you? You're right. Yeah, you're very friendly. Hi, how are you?
This is embarrassing, Alex.
Yeah,
Where's
that's
Kevin?
Kevin in the jacket there, just to swimming across the front there.
Oh, Kevin isn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
I thought Kevin was a carrot.
Kevin is not a carrot. This is Kevin.
Hi,
Kevin. This is Helen from Lingen Davies.
I'm lovely to meet you, Kevin. Oh, you're nice and warm. I'm freezing. Yeah, I'm thinking about Kevin the carrot from Aldi. He is like the Christmas thing this year. So obviously you don't cook like quite what I thought. What are you going to say to that?
Well, I have seen Kevin the Carrot on television.
Yes, you see?
And
it's not just me going mad.
I've had a bit of ribbing about it.
Have you?
Really?
Love it. You see, you thought I was mad,
You've
didn't you?
brought up, you've ripped off that band-aid and it's released new scars of old and...
I love it. So how do you know, what's the situation here between you and Alex? How do you know each other?
We work together.
Oh,
together.
that's nice. Gorgeous. So you're on your Christmas party?
We were, yes.
Oh, and then he started to get his microphones out
Yes.
and his fluffy thing, and you said, put that away. Put it away, didn't you?
I didn't mind, actually. Because,
Did you not?
No, because
It's aesthetically pleasing.
coming into the Abbey... just brought back memories.
I'm putting Tootsie with him.
Brought back memories.
Oh, that's not good memories, Kevin.
Oh, very, yes.
Oh, it's a beautiful building.
It is, yes.
It is. What do you think to what we've done?
I think
I'm interviewing you now.
He's wondering, what have I let myself in for? I thought I'm going to come for a couple of drinks with Alex. Next thing you know, you've got Helen
Helen's
Knight
on the interview.
when Alex told me he was coming for a beer festival at the Abbey, I didn't
It was
believe
like,
it.
what's he going on about?
Because I have to admit, I haven't been in the building for quite a while.
No.
But, as a child I used to come here from school.
Gorgeous.
And
Doesn't it
was
look
great to come
amazing?
back. It's fantastic.
Don't you think this is a good idea?
I do.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, as I said to Alex earlier, we've sold 300 tickets tonight. We've sold a load on the door. There's a lot of people coming tomorrow. Now, how many people has that opened? How many people have not been to the Abbey before ever?
Quite a few.
We're opening the doors to a whole new, a whole new audience, and that's great. Surely that's positive.
And you're using the building for a good purpose.
Absolutely, we're raising money.
What would be happening tonight?
Nothing.
It would be empty.
Yeah, it would. Exactly.
So, I'm all in favour.
Right, now, I think we close and let Alex go and have his Christmas party with Kevin the Carrot. What do you
had
think?
our Christmas party. They've all gone on the train because they were boring. They were like, we're not going to come to the Abbey.
Oh,
and
right.
have a
Well,
few
you need
beers
to
with
stop
us."
working now, Alex. You need to go and have a good time. Put your fluffy thing away. And
We've got another 10 more minutes to do of this podcast.
oh, really?
We've got some
Well,
live
do you
music.
want to? Yeah, this is coming up. Do you want to do an interview with somebody else?
We'll find Nick Jones in a sec, and then these guys are playing live.
What about Darren? Who's
I
running
did
the
start
bar?
speaking to him, then Lizzie was like, and he was like, so we will grab
really?
him in a
So
second. He's a busy
was
guy.
that-
He's a busy guy.
He is a busy guy. What about one of our volunteers?
I've spoken to the young lady there in the North Face jacket. She was like, I've just come of age so I can serve
I
you on
love
the bar.
her.
And she was
Sophie.
like, yeah, and I was like, what's it like serving a load of drunk old guys behind the bar? And she's like, it's really nice actually.
Yeah, she doesn't
Got a
care.
fresh face.
What about Andy Kelly, one of our trustees?
Hello. She's waving at us.
Yeah, get Andy Kelly. Do you want to
Andy.
talk to him? He's
Yeah,
the main
but-
man. Come on.
Yeah, should we do that?
Yeah.
Should we walk along? I'll see you in a second.
Bye, Kevin.
I'll get us a drink each, yeah? Or two maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's lots of friendly people here.
There is.
It's all good fun.
Yeah,
Andy Kelly is
walking around my
is
screen.
actually drinking more beer than he's serving.
You're drinking more beer than we're serving.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
This is just appetite.
Right, I'm going to pass my microphone because I don't want to interview Andy. You're going to interview
Okay,
him.
I'll interview Andy.
Yeah.
You're on mine now,
Are you
Andy.
ready?
All right, Isla.
You too, I see. I've been interviewing.
Yeah. I'll stretch the wire. There's plenty of it. Thank you. Apparently I smell lovely. Everybody's sniffing me today. Andy, how are you? What brings you here today?
So I'm vice chair of the trustees of the Lingen Davies Cancer Fund.
Okay, so you have a lot to do with what's going on with fundraising.
I do, yes. So part of the board that govern the fund.
You guys have had a very interesting year, right? There's so many different diverse events going on to sort of help you guys raise a bit of money, right?
That's right, yes.
What's been your favourite so far throughout the whole year? We're in November, nearly going into December soon. So throughout the whole year, what's been your sort of favourite event?
I think the obviously it's been a bit limited because of the COVID, but the Pedal the Borders was a tremendous event. Didn't attend it myself, but it went very, very well. But I have to say that the team has expanded over the year. That was a deliberate decision not to reduce the amount of fundraising we did over the COVID period.
It was one of the things I wanted to focus on so much with the biscuit because of how people were having to adapt with charity through COVID. We spoke to the Royal British Legion, Lingen Davies, we spoke to the Movement Centre, we spoke to so many people how they were adapting in sort of raising money for things. But I think coming out of it, fingers crossed, touch wood and all that, there seems to be this influx of people just trying to get out and do the best they can for their community, right? That's what I get anyway.
And I think there's been a sort of pent-up desire to do that over the lockdown periods. And as you say, people are being very, very generous with their time and their money.
I just spoke to Alan Lewis, actually, who did Pedal the Border, who kind of put that together. And I was saying, because I'm not a peddler, right? I'm not a guy that's going to go out and cycle from England to Wales, what you guys do. So what I thought was, we could set up a studio at the start-finish, and we could sponsor a rider with a GoPro to cover the event. I thought that'd be for the next event.
That's an excellent idea.
It's got to happen.
Very good. Yeah.
So if you're listening to this now and you're a confident cycler, please get in touch.
Absolutely. Yes.
So we're here now at the Abbey. We're trying to sort of flog beer to raise money for Lingen Davies. How's it going so far?
Sorry, please?
How's it going so far with the...
Oh, it's going extremely well. As you can see, the Abbey's slowly starting to fill up. It's warming up as there are more people here. They seem to be enjoying themselves. So I think it's going to be a very, very successful event.
I think you guys are amazing, and what you do, the diversity in the events that you guys run, is just fantastic. I am at some point going to put this microphone away and have a few beers.
Well, please do. We've got quite a choice to choose from.
There is quite a choice. So explain to me what this smorgasbord of sponsorships and kegs we're looking at right now.
I'd have to pass over to my beer expert just here.
He's like, what? I'm just serving a beer here.
So what we have is a range of local ales, IPAs and stouts. I am no expert on alcohol, despite what Helen said.
And they're all sponsored by different companies,
and all
right?
sponsored by local companies who very generously donated their money to our causes.
Well, you know what? Shoving a microphone in people's faces and throwing them off the spot a little bit is exactly what I'm good at. So, do you know what? I'm going to take the microphone at your face, let you do your job. Thank you so much for chatting to me. Thank you. Hello, I'm Alex from the Shrewsbury Biscuit.
Oh, hi, I'm Josh from Planet Donut.
Nice to meet you, Josh. I was just chatting to Duncan last night. Obviously, Planet Donut have made a huge expanse.
Oh, yes.
Expanses and expanses and expanses. And you guys are here at Abbey Fest today selling donuts. You guys, honestly, you can put a banner up of Planet Donut and you can sell anything.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's one of those brands that just attract people.
Yeah.
How long have you been with Planet Donut for?
So I've been working with Planet Donut. I started not too long after lockdown, so it was around June, July that I first started working for them. So I started off just doing the events, and then a little bit after that I started decorating as well. And I'll split my time between decorating donuts and then selling them. So it's a nice contrast, really.
I'm in love with the Planet Donut brand. Like, the donuts look amazing as they are. So congratulations to you for designing the donuts.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, it's a great teamwork that we do at the bakery.
But for you guys working for Planet Donut and seeing how things are growing and growing and growing, what does that feel like for you guys?
Well,
exciting,
absolutely,
right?
yeah. I mean, when I first started, we had the little bakery in Battlefield, And we were doing a few markets here and there. We had 2 shops, so we had the Shrewsbury shop and the Telford shop.
Yes.
And now, the difference is just remarkable. It's hardly the same company. It looks
Planet Dessert about to open.
Well, exactly. That's opened up soon. We've got new shops in the pipeline, and we've now got Nantwich and Chester shops as well.
Are you guys coming from Planet
so
Donut,
many as well.
Yeah, I'm in the way of a queue right now.
No worries at all.
The guys are like, I want a donut. I'm going to get out of the way, but thank you for chatting to me.
No, thank you very much.
It's really nice to get an insight from one of you guys to see the growth from the inside. Of course, we're going to try and bring an interview with Duncan and cover the Planet Dessert stuff. That is in the works. But thank you for chatting to me, Josh.
No, thank you very much. Appreciate it. What's your name again? Sorry?
I'm Alex. I'm from the Shrewsbury Biscuit.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care.
See you later. Bye.
Have a good rest of the day.
And you. Right, so I found Darren again, so we can redo this interview that we did earlier.
Take 2.
Before it got rudely interrupted by Lizzie. How dare she?
It was important. We were
No. I'm the Shrewsbury Biscuit. I'm sorry. I'm joking. You're a busy guy. That's what we were talking about before.
We were talking about that. Yeah, I'm a little bit. What's going on?
Yeah,
lots of moving parts. It's good.
Well, this is the thing. This is the most important thing that I was talking to you about. Is that when it comes to events like this, you are the epicenter, right? You got to make sure everything's working properly.
Absolutely. So, a bit of context. I've been here in the Abbey for 3 days.
We've got a bit of incidental music. I don't own the...
We're going to wander.
We'll have a wander through the crowd.
Hey, everybody.
I did this for Helen earlier. Hi, guys. How's it going? Coming through. Sorry, there's some music playing, so we're moving. But we're moving for a busy bar.
So we just got past the bar, which is just how long it is. So.
Yeah. It's amazing. What we can do is we can take a step outside and we can go by the toilets. Take it down to the
and then you'll hear our teeth chattering.
Yeah, it's free. We can go in the foyer here. There we go. Look at that.
This will work.
Yeah. So you're a busy guy, man. You're constantly on the go, and I know we've had different versions of you on various podcasts that I've done. Mainly You Suck. We had the chilled out version of you.
We absolutely did. Yeah.
And whenever I speak to you, it's at an event or a festival. Yeah. It's kind of we got to go.
Yeah.
So you've been here for 3 days.
I've been here for 3 days, so doing the setup. So this is obviously it's an amazing, incredible building in Shrewsbury Abbey.
Yeah.
It's also Grade 1 listed everywhere. So we've have to put a lot of kind of provisions in place to make sure that it's there. We've been promoting the event obviously for weeks and bringing kind of stuff in.
How is that though? Can we put in a no?
Yeah.
Can you do that? No. How's that? No.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically, you've just hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
But we've got a really good collaborative working relationship. So I've done a few smaller events in here, and we did a massive kind of what we call effectively a safety advisory group. So it's a bit dull, but it's basically every weekly meetings where you sit down, plan it all out between ourselves, the Abbey, Lingen Davies, and just make sure that we're delivering it. And we want to do that. We want to make sure that the space is kept in the state that we want it to, but we also want to make sure that people can see it, and not just on a Sunday. It's probably the most iconic building we've got here. There's articles in this place from 1000 AD.
Yeah.
There's some things in here that was dug up from the Roman ruins down at Roxeter.
Yeah.
So the oldest thing in here is probably about 55 BC.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting thing, and you've got that kind of stuff. So you've got to respect that, but also at the same time, we can and we can do some stuff. So
I was just chatting to. I came in with a work colleague. I'd just been for my work do.
Yeah.
So we had a few drinks at the Armoury, which I was just telling you about. He's not here anymore, so I can say this without looking around my shoulder. But he's a guy from yesteryear, and he's talking about how he went to school down the road here, and he used to come here for sermons and stuff for school. And they celebrated their 1000th anniversary and stuff whatnot. And he was like, having a drink, having a beer in an abbey, it just seems so naughty, so rude, we've moved past that now, haven't we?
Well, I think you've got to remember that the Abbey was the epicenter of the town.
Yeah.
So, and if you speak to any of the historians around the town, they'll tell you that. So Abbeys were always that. It was the central part. It's where all the parties used to happen. You used to get married, you used to get together. What we're talking about now is the Victorian sensibilities, where people literally think that we became a little bit more prudish and we were more restrictive, and it's those kind of things that were brought in, that church was so reverent and that you can't do that and that you can't enjoy it. But for me, it's like the space is here to bring people together. It's to get people having conversations. It's to get them to sharing ideas. It's getting them to do various different things. And if that's not what a church is here to do, and if that's not what a beer festival is kind of here to do, isn't there some kind of synergy or symbiotic relationship that can run with that? So I think there's a real thing to.
Just to let you know, we don't own any of the music that was just in the background there, and this is why I cover a lot of what the Abbey, St Mary's, the Unitarian Church in town, all these kind of. I'm not a religious guy, and I say that quite a lot because I think it's an important point to prove that churches are the epicenter of community. Doesn't matter where they are situated in town. People come here because they want to.
Yeah, and faith is in everything. You know, everything we do. I mean, I'm taking it on faith that you'll portray me in a good light when you do all the editing on this thing.
Yeah, I am, of course, always.
But that's what we do. But and I take it at faith that when we did the chili eating contest, I wasn't going to die. But these are all different things.
You didn't die, Darren.
No, I didn't. I nearly
survived.
Yeah.
We all nearly died.
We all nearly died.
We didn't have to do that last challenge, but we did.
Well,
and we are here today to prove that.
Yeah. So, but I think this is the thing, and what's great about this is that this event is literally a charity fundraiser. So it's raising money for the preservation of the church in itself, and it's an historical state. It's raising money for the Lingen Davies Cancer Fund, which is obviously, as we all know, a charity very dear to both our hearts. Very well done on Pod Day, anyway. I haven't seen you since you did that.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, good job, mate.
Yeah, we've just been donated £1,500 from Enterprise towards Pod Aid after the fact. So we've raised nearly £3,000.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you, Enterprise, for having faith in us with Pod Aid, and we will be back. We will be back.
There's that faith word again. So there's all these opportunities that we can get in with that, and I think this is one of those great things. It's raising money for the charity. It's fundraising. It's doing lots and lots of amazing stuff. And as you can see in the space, people are enjoying it. They're respecting what's going on. The music's here. We've got food. We've not got dancing yet, but hopefully.
I haven't had that many. I just bought 3 more tokens, so there might be dancing in about 3 tokens time.
Excellent, and that's what it's here for.
And I know this is all going up past tense, and I would love to be like, hi guys, we're at Abbey Fest, but the biscuit's not quite there yet.
Yeah,
it will be at one stage, I imagine. But I got to tell you that Shrewsbury is a party town. Right?
It is, yeah.
People come here from surrounding areas to come and have a few drinks, right? But what better place to come and have a drink than an Abbey? You're not going to misbehave. Hello, you right there? How are you? You having a good time? Good, amazing. Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah, I'm Alex from the Shrewsbury Biscuit. What's your name?
Jane.
Jane, yeah. Are you enjoying the Abbey Fest today?
I am really enjoying the Abbey Fest.
Yeah. Come for a few drinks, or are you local, or what's happening?
We're not local. We've come from Welshpool.
Really? That's really interesting.
We attract everyone from
all over the place.
This is the whole point of the event.
Yeah.
And what are you finding most enjoyable about this evening?
The atmosphere. The cider.
Yeah.
The cider. I
tell you what,
that.
I put two boxes of cider on, not as an afterthought, but as a kind of I just wanted to see how it would go.
Because you're a human being and you realise people have choices.
Yeah, correct.
There you go.
And now I'm definitely going to have to get more cider for tomorrow. It's flying out.
We're coming back.
Yeah,
you're coming
amazing.
We're coming back.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we've got tickets for tomorrow.
Tickets for
brilliant.
tomorrow.
This is it. See, this is exactly what we're talking about. Is that it's a community gathering.
And what we're doing is we're bringing people into Shrewsbury, where you will then probably go on and venture more of Shrewsbury, I imagine, yeah?
Hopefully, yes.
The answer is yes, we will definitely.
Yeah, that's definitely yes.
I've loved chatting to you. Thank you for chatting to us. Yeah, go and enjoy your week. Right. I love these impromptu interviews.
Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the best bit about it.
We just captured that. We didn't force that lady to speak to us. She was just walking by. I forgot what I was talking about now.
Well, I mean, it's
people come to Shrewsbury. People come to Shrewsbury to have a drink from a wild over at Welshpool.
Welshpool,
Wrexham, Telford, Birmingham, even. Yep. And what better place to come and have a drink than the Abbey? You're not going to be disrespectful here. That's the point I was trying to make.
And I think this is it. And I think you've summed it up right there, mate. I mean, we don't need to say much more about that. I think the fact that what we've got here is what's looking like a really, really good event. Hopefully it's going to raise, hundreds, if not
thousands. We need more of events like
thousands and thousands of pounds for charity.
Yes.
For two charities, and we're going to be able to, really bring that home and use that for some great stuff, and and open the space up. That's the thing. It's like open the space up so people can see it. That's what I want to do.
I want to see more events like this in Shrewsbury. So Shrewsbury Abbey, St Mary's, places, St Chad's, whatever you're listening to. Let's bring in more events like this to Shrewsbury, because I think they are important.
And this is it. And I think you've just got to be, getting the right people who are aware of that. I mean, obviously, Dan Owen's next week as well. So
yes,
he's got
course,
two dates here.
What a great guy he is. I did message him and he's like, yeah, I'll come on the biscuit. And I was kind of like,
Stunning impression.
I don't know if it sounds like that.
No, I think he definitely sounds like that.
Dan,
if you're listening, Dan, sorry.
come on the Shrewsbury Biscuit, please. We would love to chat to you. No, these places are really, really important. Historically, heritage, and of course, with these new age ideas, bringing people in, having a good time. Let's do more of this, because St Mary's knocked it out of the park with the Camera Beer Festival.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, but they
and
did.
And again, like I said, these aren't new ideas. This is what it always used to do.
I've mentioned Fry Tuck about 3 times during this whole podcast. How many times have we seen Fry Tuck drunk with the merry men?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you've been to my tastings. You've had me. I always say.
Drones on and on the drink.
I do. But when we start talking about it, one of the first things we say about the history of it is that the monks pretty much did all the alcohol.
Yes.
So the wine, the ale, the mead, gin, like all these things were pretty much started by monks.
I love mead.
And where do monks live?
Yeah, of course.
In an abbey.
Well, the Golden Crosses is one of the things I'm kind of working on a project at the moment. I can't really say much about it, but the Golden Crosses at the moment is one of the most famous places in Shrewsbury, where the monks used to go underneath a tunnel from Old St Chad's so they could have a drink, and it's synonymous. Hello again. How are you? Have one for me, and I'll have one for you. Okay. Yeah. All right. Good. Okay. Community is really important. Darren, I love what you do, man. Let's just get you on as much as possible.
Yeah, I'm always available.
You lie. You're a busy guy.
I am a busy guy, but I've always got time for you, Alex.
Oh, thank you very much. And you suckers on its sabbatical at the moment. We're kind of rebranding things and looking at things, but you're always welcome there too, because you made an impression there of the Americans over there.
Did I really?
We beat them. It's like it's 1-1 now with our hot wing quiz, so we've got a point to prove now. So you and Liam are definitely got to come back and.
Yeah, I don't think we just beat them, did we?
We annihilated them, didn't we?
About 20 points in it.
And they tried to say we cheated, but we definitely didn't cheat.
You just had me.
Yeah. Right, Liam. Liam. I called you Liam then. Thank you, Darren. For
You're welcome, mate. My pleasure.
And GinDifferent guys, make sure if you like your gin, make sure you visit GinDifferent, because they have all the gins that you could want in the whole wide world. And if you have an event and you'd like a great gin truck,
gin bar. We're a bespoke bar company, really. We can give you anything that you want. So gin's just a USP we use for the bar, but if you want us to
I don't even need to advertise it for you, because you're everywhere.
Anything. Yeah, literally we can do everything, anything that you want. We're here to help, and we can deliver interesting experiences. And obviously we've got loads of different contacts and things like that. So I said we just put together a beer festival for a charity. So
it's because you're a superstar.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm going to try and chat to Isla. What I'm going to do is drop this microphone, go for a wee, maybe defrost a little bit. I got a laugh there. I don't know if that was for me or for something else. I think it was for something else.
Probably for something else.
For the audio purposes, we'll catch you guys in a sec.
Yeah, brilliant.
How's it going? I'm Alex from the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. How's it going? Would you like to introduce yourself for my listeners?
I'm Claire.
Yes.
And I'm from Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
And I actually know you because our children go to school
yes,
together.
Yes, we do. And I didn't want to break that out. I wanted to. Yeah. We're at Shrewsbury Abbey for Abbey Fest. What brought you here this evening?
Well, gin.
I love that.
If we're honest, it's gin. And the fact that we're giving to charity.
Yeah, I love that.
Obviously.
Okay.
So it was a winner. Girls' night out, gin, give to charity.
Drinking in an abbey. It's kind of one of those things you just don't do, right?
No, I've only ever been to christenings here.
Yeah.
And we don't drink till afterwards at those.
So what a great setting to be able to sit and have a few drinks. You can pass the mic on if you like. And Sarah's like, no.
She wanted to say it's a once in a lifetime experience. That's what she wanted to say.
Do you know what? I came here today with one of my colleagues from my actual job that I actually do, and he was like, I used to come here as a boy. I was in a school down there. He's an older gentleman. He's gone now, so I can't. He's not going to slap me on the back of the head. But it's just one of those things you just don't do. But for Lingen Davies, you're going to do it, aren't you?
You've got to. I'm willing to drink some gin.
So what is this for you guys as a night? Is it the start of a night? Is it you guys going to go out afterwards, or what's?
Well, we've booked taxis. Well, you've booked taxis.
Until midnight, though.
For midnight.
To midnight?
Yeah.
Ladies.
So, and this finishes at 10, doesn't it? So this is kind of a starting point, I think, and then we'll decide what to do.
I love it. I love it. And what's your poison tonight? What are you drinking, guys?
Gin. So obviously gin.
Gin.
This is the rhubarb with is it Whitley's rhubarb and ginger with Mediterranean fever tree tonic.
Nice.
So yeah, I think is that
I'd pass it down the line, but you guys are like, no.
What did you go for?
I've got to speak to a microphone. What?
What did you go for?
What are you guys drinking?
I went for a raspberry gin and lemonade.
Raspberry gin?
Whitney, Neil, Blackberry.
Nice. No
Very
beers
nice.
then. No beers.
No beers. No.
Maybe. Maybe in a bit. Maybe after a few.
What did he ask?
What
What's the question? Sorry.
What are you having to drink?
I like beer.
You like beer?
Yeah, I'm going to have a beer.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't like beer.
No?
Yeah, I like beer.
I can drink beer.
Nice. Well, thank you guys for chatting to me.
No problem.
I hope you guys have a great
I'll see you in the morning.
I'll see you. Monday morning.
See you on Monday morning.
Monday.
Don't do that to it. It's so easily done. I'll turn up at school tomorrow and I'll be like, where is everybody? Have a great evening, guys. Thank you for chatting.
Semi-nervous and a little bit proud at the same time.
I'm so glad I hit record as you said that. I'm Alex from the
absolutely,
Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast.
Hello, how you doing?
What's your name?
Andy.
Andy. So we're at Abbey Fest today.
We are.
Have you been, what brings you here this evening?
So, live local. I've come down with my girlfriend and her sister and her sister's partner. Come out for a few beers.
Hi, guys.
Enjoy the evening.
Hi.
We're literally on our way out, saw the paper airplanes and thought, that looks like a silly bit of fun, so let's do what we can. And was lucky enough to score one in the Barrow, so happy days.
I've got to say, though, a beer and gin festival in an abbey, how does that sit with you?
It's like people would say it's controversial, but for me it's a nice setting, it's a beautiful setting. It's just nice to be out and enjoy a social atmosphere, socially distanced where possible. I don't have any strong feelings towards the fact that it's like in an abbey.
I think it's amazing that we're doing this to raise money for Lingen Davies, right? Because they're doing an amazing job.
Absolutely, that's what it's all about. And it's nice to encourage people back out into the community to come and do nice things together and just enjoy a social occasion. We've got fantastic music, we've got loads of volunteers. It's a really well organised, well-run event.
It's very festive as well.
Yeah.
It's very festive, it's really nice.
And it's showcasing some of the best of, like the local ales that we have that are not too far away. So yeah, it's been awesome.
I'm certainly enjoying the ales. Probably a little bit too much, probably. To be
so you're enjoying ales and then go around interviewing people. So that's going to work well, isn't it?
It's not worked well at all.
Is it not? No.
In fact, if you listen back to this podcast,
how's it working out now?
I nearly knocked that thing there. I nearly knocked that over earlier.
Oh, hello. Someone's just upstaged me here. Oh, this is controversial.
Oh no. So what we're talking about right now is there is a competition right now where you can throw paper aeroplanes into a wheelbarrow to win booze.
So essentially we have a wheelbarrow full of booze, we've got loads of paper airplanes on the floor, we've got a certain mark we have to throw from, and people are having fun with it.
And you've got it into the wheelbarrow, right?
Mine's the only one in the wheelbarrow right now.
Did you make the paper aeroplane?
Of course I did.
And you got it into the wheelbarrow?
I constructed it myself, put my name on it, put love into it.
So if the Royal Air Force are listening right now, this guy knows aerodynamics, I'm just saying.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Honestly, like I put some little ailerons on the end, so I made sure it flew straight, it flew proud, and it's done me proud. So if I don't win, I'll be happy with my with what I've achieved so far. And if I win, great dons.
Thank you for chatting to me today. I've got like 20 minutes before the wife picks me up. I'm going to go around and get some Vox Pops to see how people are enjoying tonight. But I'm glad to speak to you, man. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, been a pleasure. Have a good night.
Seriously, awesome. Right, so I'm walking around now looking for people to chat to. I've spoken to a few people already. The last guys we just spoke to were hilarious because they were like, oh, I'll speak to my mate. It'll be so funny. I spoke to him, we had a great conversation. Hello.
Hello.
You alright?
Aren't you?
I am. I'm the Shrewsbury Biscuit guy.
Yeah, I see you all the time.
I'm here.
I emailed you.
I'm there. I'm everywhere. I've got a microphone if you want to chat to me.
What do you want to say?
Why are you here? Well, first of all, introduce yourself.
I'm Catherine.
Yes?
I live in Shrewsbury. I'm here for my lovely friend Sean's birthday.
Happy birthday, Sean!
Sean, come and say hello. Come and say hello.
It's your birthday, right?
It is my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you very much.
Are we allowed to see how old you are? Is that what's your...
Older than 35.
Older than 30?
Less older than 37.
Oh, so you're 36, right? Okay, cool. I can do maths. I can do that. And you come to Shrewsbury Abbey for your birthday, or is that just the start of the evening?
This is the main celebration. We've been for dinner first.
Where did you go?
We went to Ernest & Co.
Okay.
We had a bottle of champers,
Yeah.
courtesy of Sean's lovely neighbour. And now we're here to spend some money and raise some money for charity for the church and Lingen Davies.
Yes.
And have a few more Christmas drinks.
It's all about gin, right? I just spoke to a group of ladies now. They're like, I was like, what are you here for? All of them were like, gin.
We're in the gin queue.
We're in the gin queue. You are in the gin queue. I'll make sure you get your gins, don't worry. I'll be like, I'm the biscuit guy! Hey.
Might need some more tokens. Oh, well, our friend has smashed her glass.
I saw that. I wasn't recording as you smashed your glass, by the way.
Well, it's her first
People
night
pointing
out.
at me right now.
Her first night out with a 5-month-old baby. So
okay.
she's overwhelmed with joy.
I thought it was me. I was walking past my microphones. I saw a glass break. I was like, was that me? Did I do that?
No.
Nostalgia?
No, it was our lovely friend.
Well, I hope you guys have an amazing night.
Thank you very much, Shrewsbury Podcast.
Thank you very much. We are looking at this lady's figure. Amazing, well done.
I gave it to her.
Yeah?
It's a beaut.
It's a beaut of a figure. I mean,
why not? Why not?
The last time I did that, guys, I got arrested, I gotta say.
A man just told me that he liked my muff over there. That's not good enough for the Shrewsbury Podcast. I don't know what is.
Well, guys, have a great evening, all right? And happy birthday to you. Thank you. Have a great night, guys.
Who's your employer?
Me, I am my employer.
Are you? He does the Shrewsbury Biscuit Podcast.
I'm the biscuit guy.
She's the secret glass.
You've heard of me? That's insane. I can't believe you heard of me. No, I mean...
Local legends.
A legend. I've heard it all now.
I thought maybe you were like Radio Shropshire or something, but no, much better.
We have a saying here, is biscuit before BBC. I'm saying it's just,
I always say
and it works. It works. Yeah, the biscuit listen to what I do. The BBC do. They listen.
The Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast is a pretty big deal now.
Right. Okay. These guys have ruined it with live music now. Okay. Have a great evening, guys. I think it's really fitting that we got a good bit of live music in the background, the echoes of people enjoying themselves at this amazing event. And now I'm speaking to the event organizer, Isla. How are you? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Very good, very good. It's just wonderful to see the Abbey full of people having a nice time.
Yeah, and I was just chatting to Darren about this actually. We're talking about how, regardless of whether you're religious or not, churches are the epicenters of community, right? So when it comes to whether it comes to events like this, Nosferatu being played on the organ, or whether it's something like a creche for the kids, Sunday schools, whatever it is, if it brings people in, it's important, right?
No, it's very, very important. The Abbey will always remain a place of prayer and pilgrimage, but it doesn't, it can't afford to just be a church.
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
it can't afford to just be a church. We've got cathedral running costs with a parish church, a small parish church congregation. And we have tourists as well, but with COVID, the tourists have, we had a whole year without any tourism. And by doing exciting, interesting events, putting ourselves out there, getting a huge range of people, we've got people here tonight who've never been in the Abbey. We've got members of the congregation who are here, we've got, We've got members of the congregation. Some are working behind the bar. Some are here as guests. You know, it's absolutely wonderful. And
Faces forward, by the way, for the guys that are audio only listening. The Abbey is absolutely full to the brim. People are standing around, they're talking. There's no lager louts. There's nobody acting inappropriately.
No, you know, it was important to make sure that this event was dignified.
Yes. And this is the point I'm trying to prove, folk, is that times move. You know, things change, and I feel like when you've got something as important as the Abbey, as St Mary's, as the Unitarian Church, as the Cathedral, as something that is the epicentre of people, I feel like looking at important events like this is a genius stroke. It's something that an event organiser has looked at and gone, do you know what would be great? Do you know what would be amazing to bring people together and to raise money for charity? Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. So you're putting money towards the raffle. There's a lady there. Oh, she's putting money towards the raffle. That's amazing. Thank you. But no, it's a genius stroke.
Thank you.
Because you look between the lines and you go, okay, right, so alcohol can be this terrible thing, but it's also been this thing that's been attached to the church for X amount of years. Robin Hood, Freitag, you know?
Benedictine monks are famous for brewing.
Yeah. We have alcohols named after them, you know? I just think this is an amazing event, and I think all credit goes to you.
Thank you.
And that's the point I was trying to prove. And I feel like there's a warm glow going here, because this isn't just an event that brings people into the church. It's an event that raises money for an amazing charity that I have raised money for myself a whole year. For the people that are listening now, the whole year it took to raise, to plan things for Pod Aid that we did for Lingen Davies was for Lingen Davies, because it's that important.
Yeah. I mean, Abbey Fest has been about 20 months in the planning.
Yes.
It was going to happen we were hoping it could happen last year, but because of COVID,
yes,
we couldn't do anything last year.
Couldn't do anything over COVID.
So here we go. We've done it now.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you're amazing. And, you know, whatever you go on to plan and do and make, I think you're going to be amazing at it.
Thank you.
So well done. And Nosferatu as well. I haven't spoken to you since Nosferatu.
Yeah.
I've got to say, right, for the listeners at home, I did a little vlog. I think I released it on Instagram, possibly. But we came here and we watched Nosferatu, the original 1920s vampire flick with the organ going in the background. What an amazing experience that was.
It was brilliant. And again, it bought, you know, we've just spent £200,000 on renovating the organ. Now, I'm sure our head organist, Nigel, wouldn't mind me saying that traditional organ music is an acquired taste.
Yes, I would agree.
With a very certain audience. And we've got Hilly, the organ, is a magnificent machine. I didn't think I was into organs until I have watched over the last year and a half her be renovated. And the power in her is amazing. And I just wanted to do something different to bring a whole new crowd of people in and get a whole new crowd of people in to listen to her doing something very different.
I've got to say that was just like everybody. I could feel everybody in the pews was just like.
Makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
I mean, it was amazing. I found myself speaking to people. I am socially awkward, guys. I say this on the show all the time. I found myself speaking to strangers, absolute strangers, about how amazing that was in the pews around me. So, again, an out-the-box idea. Look at this amazing idea that we can do. What movies use organ music in the most effective way? Nosferatu.
Definitely.
Out the park, you know. So well done. Well done.
Thank you.
How are you enjoying tonight?
Yeah, no, it's good. It is. bittersweet.
Yes.
Say.
Yes.
But it's wonderful to see so many people in the Abbey having a lovely time, and by doing this, we're hoping we're going to raise thousands.
Yes.
We have raised thousands already.
There you go. That's it.
We have raised thousands, and Lingen Davies is an immensely worthy charity. They do
Beyond
so much.
worthy. I think we've all proved that in Shropshire.
And this event is supporting both Lingen Davies and the Abbey. And it helps the Abbey keep its doors open.
It's a warm feeling, guys. You can feel it now in the audio you're hearing. Right now, you're hearing music that I do not own the own to, so please don't listen to me. But you can hear there's a live band here. There are hundreds of people here. People are enjoying themselves. In fact, I was chatting to Darren out. We're out by the toilets in this archway here. As we were talking, there's a lady from Welshpool stopped and was like, I'm really enjoying tonight. I've booked 2 tickets for tomorrow because I'm enjoying myself so much. So there you go. You brought people in to Shrewsbury. So well done. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
And so this was my last interview. I was like, I'm going to end this with Isla. I'm going to find her. I'm going to end this interview with her. So thank you for being my bookend of this podcast.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
I've had a great time. I really have. I went to my work do today. I don't know. I've mentioned this a few times. So my boss was kind of like, have another drink. So I was like 4 or 5 in before I came here. So this is the first time I've done a podcast when I'm kind of half cut, but I've enjoyed myself.
Brilliant.
And done a great job.
Keep enjoying yourself.
Guys, make sure you make use of the Abbey. If you come in, have a look, take some pictures, get involved with the community projects around you, not just with the Abbey, but with everything that's going around you. If you are looking for community projects to get involved with, the churches are a great place to look. Even if you're not religious, there are so many things that they're working on that you can get your fingers into, like helping great charities like Lingen Davies. Thank you, Isla, for chatting to me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So there we go. That's my coverage of Abbey Fest. Thank you so much for listening to that. If you got through to the end of that, fantastic. Congratulations. It was quite an ordeal to edit that back. But do you know what? I love it as well, as much as I hate it, because I think it's a true reflection of the evening. Everybody had a really good time. The vibes there was massively positive. Everyone I spoke to just loved the idea, having a great time. And if you spoke to me on this episode, thank you so much. It's not easy if I come wandering up to you and shove a microphone in your face. I appreciate that as the guy who's doing it on the other side. It's not easy. So thank you for chatting to me. And Kevin as well. A huge thank you to Kevin. He just came to check out the Abbey and have a few beers. I don't think he quite expected to have a microphone shoved in his face. The interview that we gave was lovely. And then, of course, me and Helen, we harassed him. There's this lovely picture, a really fun picture I sent to my other colleague, and I was like, Kevin's still out. He's still out with us. And it was me and Helen shoving microphones in his face, and he looked so shocked. He's a lovely guy. And I think he enjoyed the evening. So thank you to everybody who spoke to me. And thank you to the Abbey for putting on such a great show. Lingen Davies, congratulations. What a great evening. From what I heard, you guys did really well. And to everybody that contributed, well done. Well done, seriously. And to next time. And I just want to give you guys the opportunity to sort of give us a bit of support. If you want to follow us or whatever, you can go check out our website, which is the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast.co.uk. I love our website. It's so simple, yet so brilliant. You can scroll up and down, look at our content, and you can press play, and you can play the audio directly off our website. It's a beautiful thing. And if you want a website that looks just as good, if not cooler than that, go to Web Orchard. They make our website for us, and they do a great job of what they do. So make sure you stand out with Web Orchard. Alternatively, you can listen to our content on Spotify or iTunes, Podbean, whatever pod player you prefer. You can also tell Alexa or Google or Siri or whatever it is you got in your home to play the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. I just woke up my phone saying that. That's hilarious. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and I'll catch you next time.
Thank you very much, guys. Peace out.